Welcome back to the N.y.a show. I'm still getting used to the new Zoom. They didn't change their name, got off because they got fancy. And I've been trying my best to stay in the loop on everything that's been going on. I got on here, I'm like, yo, I forgot. Even when you want to end the show, you're sitting there all awkward, Thompson. And that's the N.y.a show. Clicking the button, trying to end it. Like, oh, wait, I got to do it a whole nother way now. But please be sure to check out my last show, which I did about a meeting that happened over there in Cairo to try to see, can they come to a solution with the war that's going on in the Sudan between RFS and the Sudanese military over there. But of course, I don't know where it's going to lead to, but please be sure to rewind, go back to my last video, check that out, share it, do all those great things, as well as when I talked about how Kenya sent over troops over there to Haiti, special troops to help. But then at the same time, Kenya, the people of Kenya are protesting with the government there. So he's trying to solve the problems over there in Haiti. He volunteered, but now he got problems here back at home. So who's to know that he'll even be the president when it's all said and done over there in Haiti, as well as the story about the man out there, what was it, in Connecticut, trying to drown his children, said that the mother of his children was a witch, doing she was practicing witchcraft on another man or something like that. But if you put it up, if you look through the story, it looked like that other man ended up being him, if we're gonna be honest, the way that he went out. So please be sure to check out my last couple of shows, as well as Spirit Arrested, a short film that is available on W3 Film to YouTube. You'll be sure to get the links down at the bottom. All those great things. This is another project that my wife has done, and of course, the story, just to give you a quick summary, is about the battle between spirit and flesh. So please be sure to check out this, as well as How Mother Advanced Life and the Pursuit of Dreams, an interview with actor Breyonna M. Thomas by Ajay, Tambe, available on Spotify. Please give us the 41 minutes of your time. Check out that interview as we head right into a story. As I told y'all this past week when I was wrapping up, telling you guys what happened in the past weekend, Auntie Betty got laid to rest. God bless the dead. She passed away. Rest in peace to Auntie Betty. And then the talk of funerals and all that was in the news, and then that was going on in my personal life. And then of course this thing comes out about Eddiemurphy says he doesn't want a funeral. Just let me go out quietly. This story was published on July 5th. There's a Beverly Hills Cop that Eddiemurphy is out promoting. So if you see Eddiemurphy on your radar and you don't usually see him, it's because he's out promoting this new film that's out on Netflix now. Hopefully by the next show, I'll be able to tell you what I thought about it. Before revealing he doesn't want a funeral, he joked about the Beverly Hills Cop theme song should be played at his service. I feel like I should even play the video before I even do any additional talking.
And I just think it's fly to have some theme music that you could play.
You know I'm coming out when you hear this music. And when I'll be in restaurants and hear that in the background, be like, wow, that's fly. I got theme music, like James Bond or Indiana Jones. It's fly.
That is awesome.
Like, hey, over the years, somebody be, hey, you ever think about playing the Black James Bond? I was like, I don't have to, I got axelfoley, I have a character already. I have to be some Black James Bond. I have axelfoley. And he has theme music and everything. You're like, James Bond, da, 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 da. And I have like, dun, 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 dun. You could literally play that, you know, one day when I pass on, you know, 50 years from now, they can actually play that at my funeral and people would smile at my funeral. it'd be like, hey, play that music, it'd be bring the coffin out and play that music and people would be like,
it's so true. It's morbid, but it's very true.
Ding, 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 as it lowered me down into the ground. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. People would be smiling at the burial. They'd be throwing the dirt. That's just a joke, because I'm never having a funeral.
That's true. You're always going to live on.
I mean, I'm going to die like everyone else, but they know not to, no funeral, and they'll just, you know, just let me just go out quietly.
All right, so y'all, that sums up what the top part of the story was about, because I wanted to know people's thoughts. What are your thoughts on it when it comes to how you're going out? Of course, I don't think with like the way that funerals are and the culture of funerals, and it's a business. Death is a big business. Like people literally, it's their job every weekend to go and work different services of people being who have passed on. So it'll never probably be the popular thing of what Eddiemurphy said, the way that he wants to go. But I did read a lot of comments about people that said that they've experienced that in their life and they want that for themselves too. That they didn't want a funeral. That said, take the money and do X, Y, and Z with it that you want to do. You know, that you're going to spend on this funeral. And and then just go out and do something that I really enjoyed or something like that. Go do something that represents me. I know some people like they had that kind of empty feeling at first when it's like somebody passed away that's close to you and there's not this big grand goodbye that you get a chance to say to them that kind of it unnerves you a little bit. But then they like as the time passes on, you know that you get the best memory of that person. It wasn't just this big escapade of sadness. And like I said, a lot of times, some people at funerals be violating. You know what I'm saying? I've been to a lot of funerals in my life. You know, they're jumping on the casket. Change. I done seen it all when it comes to funerals. So why not when you know that you have one of those funerals where they're gonna be in doing all the extra jump? Just go ahead and ice me out quietly. Go on to the pool hall, you know what I'm saying? Put a couple games, go do some bowling, you know what I'm saying? Go eat some wings, and then, go release some balloons, but not spend all that money. You know, that's what Eddie said. He already told his family. They already know how it's going down, like no funeral. So that was interesting. Let me know what y'all thoughts are on that. Because as I was saying, look at that, what the average, in Georgia, because I'm in Georgia, I'm in the United States for anybody that's watching outside the country. So it said 4,500 without the cremation ceremony. So I'm going to put it at maybe 6 in this country, and that's just for a cremation, not in this country, in Georgia. Because when I looked at it's 10,000 enough for a funeral, it said that the median cost of a funeral is almost 8,000, but can range up to 10K, of course, depending on how you choose to go out. So like all of this money that gets spent on a service, and then you don't, of course, like I said, none of us are there. You know what I'm saying? None of us are there, and all that money gone. Everybody, after it's over, they fighting there. I can definitely get it. And in his scenario, I'm pretty sure Eddiemurphy has a will. Eddiemurphy, what inspired me was that when in that interview, he didn't mention nothing about getting ready to go out. He said, when I pass in another 50 years, Eddie is in his 60s. So he doesn't even have that mind frame of like, oh, I'm about to be out the game and, it's almost over for me. Nah, he said, in another 50 years at this supposed funeral, yeah, y'all can get it popping that way. So that's how I wanted to go out. So I do love to see that Eddiemurphy is full of life. I would love to see Eddiemurphy go and sit down with a couple of platforms, like I would like to see him talk to like Breakfast Clubs and like my Elliot Wilsons, and he could even hit like Joe Budden podcast. To be honest, just break himself or hit some of the the more popular TikTok and YouTube shows. Just do some of that. Like it's a new day. The last movie he put out was like a Christmas movie. With Tracy Ellis Ross, if I'm not mistaken, but it didn't really go anywhere. And that was on Amazon, if I'm not mistaken, Amazon Prime. It's like, why is Eddiemurphy not hitting all of these different pockets of people that really mess with him so that they know that his movie is coming out? He stayed out the limelight, so it's only so many things that you could probably ask him that would be relevant to his life. But Eddiemurphy has lived an entire life, has a long-lasting career, and I don't really see a whole bunch of in-depth Eddiemurphy interviews. So let me know what y'all thoughts are on the way that Eddiemurphy said that he wanted to go out. I played the video at first. And let me know what y'all personal views are when it comes to the way that you leaving out of here. Like I said, we'll all be watching it from a view because we won't actually be there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody actually, you won't be able to actually see it all play out. But it's the N.y.a show. I got all these stuff popping up in front of me. It's the N.y.a show. I appreciate you guys. Please continue to watch the last couple of shows as I soup up to get ready for the next show drop later on this week. And I appreciate the support always. I did my deeds for whatever I needed to do for today, and it's time to bring it to a close. So I appreciate you guys always. Like, apologize for my awkward ending because, like I said, I got to get used to this new Zoom when it comes to ending and out. So, and that's it for the N.y.a show. There it goes.